Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dork Entertainment. Today we have a very special review of It Chapter 2. I've got Samit here with me. We've just watched the movie not too long ago. It was an interesting movie, interesting follow-up to It Chapter 1.
Yeah, it was actually a pretty good continuation of the story. And it was actually done pretty well. So we'll get into the scores pretty soon, but yeah.
Yep. So this movie is directed by Machete.
Andy Machete.
Yes, Andy Machete. Sorry, Andreas Machete.
Yeah, Andy. He's doing actually the next Flash movie. Apparently, he's one of the directors in line for that. So.
Yeah. So we'll just talk quickly about It Chapter 1. I absolutely loved It Chapter 1.
It was a phenomenon when it came out. It was actually, it really caught on to that sort of Stranger Things sort of popularity as well with the kids and all that sort of stuff. But yeah.
And I'm a big fan of the Stephen King novel and the previous made-for-TV movie as well. So that actually traumatized me when I was a kid as well. So I was really looking forward to...
Actually, onto that. I actually remember you being scared of drains when you were young. I never understood it because I never watched it back then. And I was like, why don't you want to get near a drain?
We don't talk about that anymore. So here we have a bobblehead Event Cinemas cup. So shout out to Event Cinemas for this awesome little cup with Pennywise the Clown on the bobblehead. And it's got the balloons, holding them balloons, and it on that side. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I love my merchandise. This will go on the back somewhere with the rest of the merchandise. So nice.
I'm disappointed there was no tin, but yeah, it's pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, no tin at Hoyt, no tin at Event Cinema, but they have a nice little bobblehead. So. Look, we'll start with the acting. I thought the acting was pretty good. We've got the grown-up actors, playing the younger counterparts in this movie. There are cameos from the younger actors as well in this movie.
Yeah.
As we know, it has been split up into two movies, whereas it was one before, the younger side and the older side. But this is been split up into two movies, and this focuses on the older actors when they have to come back to Derry because, of course, it has come back. Before we go ahead, we'd just like to say this review does have spoilers, so spoiler warning.
It's a loud noise here, the spoiler warning. So.
Yes. So the crew does come back. They are reunited back in Derry to fight it once again. Now the acting I thought was really good. All of the actors that played the part were excellent in my opinion. I felt like they really went for the look as well of the younger actors to try to match the younger look, except for maybe McAvoy. All of the other actors I felt really looked like their counterpart. McAvoy is a great actor and I think he played the part well. But I just felt like he didn't quite look like Billy when he was younger.
Yeah, it's an interesting point. Yeah, so like whoever the casting director was for this movie deserves an Oscar because of just how perfect he got the casting.
Yeah. In
terms of the actor who played Eddie looked exactly like the childhood Eddie.
Yes, definitely.
Everyone else was pretty good. Beverly Mitchell played by Jessica Chastain as well. So that was a good casting. Although Jessica Chastain is a really good actress. I thought that the younger actress looks more like Amy Adams. But I think they went with the better actress in that sort of scenario because Chastain is an Oscar-winning actress. That's why she got the nod over Amy Adams. But back to the point about McAvoy. I thought just to preface this, McAvoy is a brilliant actor. He is. He's one of the best, obviously an Oscar-winning actor as well, I think, at the moment. He must have won an Oscar. Although he's been in Split, he's done some really good things there. He's a good actor. In this movie, I thought he might have been a little bit miscast. In the sense that, he doesn't really look that much like the younger Billy. But Yeah, the problem comes in, I think, because Billy has a speech impediment. So when McAvoy tries to recreate that speech impediment as an older Billy, it sort of comes off a bit forced, a little bit. It just takes you out of the movie a little bit. But yeah, it's just that does minor little gripe with the casting. But I think everything else was just acted brilliantly. And I've got to shout out Bill Hader, plays Richie. He gave what I thought was a really good performance. I did not think Bill Hader's been like in Superbad, mostly comedies. He really gave a really great performance in this. You have to watch it just for his performance. Yeah, he's great with the jokes and everything, but like the emotional moments, he really pulls it.
Yeah, and then we've got Bill Skarsgard, of course, who plays it.
Brilliant.
Pennywise the Clown, brilliantly. So he's got that really creepy sort of look, with his expressions on his face. Even though there's a lot of makeup and everything on, he still managed to get his expressions through.
Yeah, well, it would seem like behind the scenes, Bill Skarsgard actually does that Pennywise smile naturally. He's actually learnt that how to do that. By himself.
He can actually control his lazy eye, which he does. I thought it was CGI in the movie with the clown.
Yeah, no. So the director was like, "Oh, we'll CGI the lazy eye," and then was it Skarsgård was like, "Oh, I can do it," and he actually does the lazy eye by himself. No CGI needed. So that's kind of creepy. The guy's a creepy dude. It looks creepy.
So this movie has it's turned up the gore. It's turned up the violence, the number of kills. I wouldn't quite say it's full-on horror because it is scary. There are some jump scares, but it's more like adventure horror.
Yeah.
It's not like full horror where you're creeped out.
I thought the visuals looked pretty cool.
Yeah, and there's quite a few transformations.
Different type of transformations, different type of creatures.
Yeah.
That's the element that you sort of really like. But not really scary for me.
Yeah.
Not something that stays with you. Like, go home and sleep, you're thinking about it. No, it's a different type of horror.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And now one small gripe, not gripe, but I guess I've seen in some other reviews as well where the pacing is a bit of an issue in this movie. I felt there was a lot of detail from the book which they had to tell in this movie, and there are parts where you think it could have been shortened a little bit, because the movie does run for about 2.5 hours or 2 hours and 45 minutes, and it could have been shortened a little bit. But I feel like there's so much detail, there's so much they have to show, because they're pretty much introducing these older actors, again as these playing these characters, and then comparing them or connecting them to the younger characters as well. So they're trying to do that in the same movie, and I can understand why it's gone for that long. But yeah, it does get a little bit slow.
Yeah, especially the part where they obviously have to split up and then
find their artifacts.
Yeah, find their artifacts, and then each one of them has to go through their own sort of scenes or set of scenes.
And they've got their own experience.
Yeah, they've got their own experience,
Pennywise,
which I thought was needed. It actually was needed from a story writing point of view.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't really a lot of critics are saying the pacing and all that sort of stuff, but I thought the actual story was needed.
Yeah.
So it didn't feel like it was anything that he could cut. So I was sort of feeling sorry for the editor and the director in that sense. Of you can't really cut any of these scenes. It's all pivotal to what happens next. So
If you've read the book, you know how it ends basically. They have changed it up a little bit. There is no Mystic Turtle or anything like that. They do sort of change the ending when they go to destroy it. It is a little bit different. But look, I was happy with the ending. It wasn't your typical, let's just stab the clown or stab the monster and that's it, it's finished. It's a little bit different in how they destroy it.
It's about the fear that they have and sort of overcoming that.
Yeah.
Not just of it, but a lot of the issues that they sort of face themselves as characters.
Yeah.
So they have to overcome that. Billy has to overcome the guilt he feels for his brother Georgie. Beverly Mitchell has to overcome a lot of the stuff that she's gone through in her life.
Yeah.
Ben and all that sort of stuff. So it's more depth. It has a lot of depth into it. So that's what I like also about Stephen King movies and novels. is that there's a lot of... It goes beyond the horror. There's a lot more lore and depth to the story he's telling.
Yeah.
So, it's really... I appreciate that.
Yeah. By the way, keep an eye out for Stephen King. There is a little cameo
he does
from
show
him
up
in the movie as well. So, one thing I got to point out, I really enjoyed the makeup and the CGI in this. The look of the movie was really good. Pennywise the Clown has a few more, I guess, kills in this movie, and the way they show it, it's just, his face transforms and his teeth everywhere. Then he just takes a huge chunk out of someone's right side of their chest. Oh my god, it's just like...
Yeah, so if you watch the chapter 1, how Georgie dies in the drain, where he basically just bites his arm off. It's that times 10. So basically,
he transforms into just teeth, and then they just chomp.
Yeah, he goes after everyone, kids and adults, and it's pretty crazy. Yeah.
So I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good movie. I thought pacing was so and so, but I think the movie maybe needed it.
Yeah.
It was different to the first movie, the pacing.
It's definitely different, yeah.
But I feel like it did need that sort of pacing change in this movie.
Yeah.
We'll go on to the ratings. I'd rate this movie a 7 out of 10. So 7 out of 10 from me. What did you think?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. There's very minor pacing issues. James McAvoy acted his heart out, but it just felt a little bit miscast. But yeah, the rest was great. I thought it was a great conclusion to the story. I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10, okay. And I will give this a 8 out of 10 as well. Pennywise, the bubblehead clown on this cup.
Pretty good merch.
So let us know what you thought of the movie in the comments below, if you liked it or if you haven't watched it yet and you're going to watch it soon. What you think of Pennywise. Let us know if you're still scared of Pennywise and you're not going to watch it. Let us know. And
disappointing, didn't show up.
Yes, let us know in the comments. Also, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the ring notification, the bell notification to get notified of any new videos. So.
I like the comments on the last video as well. That was really...
thank you all for the comments. Good and bad. We take the criticism, on board, and we shall hope to improve our videos in the future.
Yeah, definitely.
So yes, thank you, and see you in the next video.
Peace.
Peace.